guys, welcome to my second Transfer Tuesday for the month of April 2024. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So like I said, this is the second Transfer Tuesday, and if you're new around here or not familiar with what Transfer Tuesday is, Transfer Tuesday is a money movement that was started by Mary over at Pennies Not Perfection, with the idea being that we look for money within our budgets and send that towards our financial goals. So a lot of us here on YouTube in the finance space have been following Mary along for a number of years now, trying to achieve various financial goals. I have mentioned this once or twice in my Transfer Tuesday videos, but thanks to these consistent weekly Transfer Tuesdays, I have been able to save over £30,000 in the last 2.5 years since I joined, and I definitely give credit to this movement because having that consistent once a week day where we look for money within our budget and send that towards our financial goals has forced me to actually focus on saving money for the various financial goals that I have. So I always have to think about what do I want to contribute to a financial goal or two that I currently am working on. So this is why I encourage anybody who's new to the movement or is not new to definitely participate. It doesn't have to be Tuesday per se, but I think for a lot of us Tuesday just works and the name does definitely rhyme, so Transfer Tuesdays. And so yeah, I love this movement. I think for the foreseeable future I'll just continue doing these videos. I do them more for myself, for my own accountability, and also to share with you guys so you guys can also hold me accountable for the financial goals that I'm currently working on. So I mentioned in the last Transfer Tuesday that moving forward these videos will not only focus on the savings challenges that I'm doing. So since August of 2023 through to the middle of March 2024, I was focusing solely on my 52 envelope savings challenge, and I was able to complete that and saved £1,378. I have now started the 100 envelope savings challenge in hopes of saving £5,050 towards my 7,500 travel goal that I have for 2024. So I say that I won't be focusing on because I do have other financial goals that I'm working on, and one of my biggest ones outside of my personal loans is actually my personal mobile. So I have this mobile from my line rental. I am with Vodafone UK, and in the past, let me just do a quick step back here. In the past, whenever you got a phone with line rental from providers like Vodafone, you got to pay one bill. So the cost of the mobile plus the line rental came as one bill. But I don't know when this changed. For me, definitely, my contract that I'd had with them for 2 years ended last year March, so I decided to get this phone. I didn't really need to upgrade from my iPhone 12 to an iPhone 14, but then life circumstances happened and I was just like, okay, I'll upgrade. So I did upgrade to this model, and for this model I am paying how much am I paying? I think I'm paying like £20 for the line rental, which if you know me in person, you know it's the biggest drop ever, because previously, due to my traveling and all of that, I was paying £100 a month for my phone, and this was absolutely crazy, I know. But then I didn't see anything wrong with it because I did use everything, like all the services that it provided. I was just too lazy to look around and see what could be better and more affordable for me. But I have been with Vodafone for many a year now, and I have no intention of changing the network. But then I renewed last year, got this phone, and then I was sent an email to say that your line rental and your device plan are going to be two separate things. So you'll be paying for the device separate to your line rental. So my line rental of about £20 is just charged separately. Then my device is charged separately as well. And I was okay with that because the device was coming to about £30 plus the £20 equals £50, which was still half of what I was paying previously, so I didn't see an issue with that. But then as I'm slowly working in my 4th year of my 5-year plan, really close to finishing my 5-year plan, there's so many things that I would like to accomplish in the interim, and I would like to take care of all the unnecessary expenditures if I can. So for me, that includes things like paying off any devices that I have, my watch, my phone, the iPad, anything like that that I might have on credit, to pay it off so I don't have to be having that as an expense on my budget tracker. So that's why I chose to start overpaying on this, and I've been overpaying for a while now, and my goal is actually to make sure that I pay this off before the end of this year, because I think my plan goes all the way until 2025, but to be honest, yeah, 2025 March, but honestly I would like to pay it off earlier than that. And right now I'm giving myself a target of at least at the time we're closing the first half of the year that I would have paid off the devices. So that's what I'm doing. So with that being said, a quick update on what I've done so far. At the end of March, to close off Q1, I made sure that the remaining balance was £500 left on this device. So I think I have my iPad here, so I'm trying to look what my starting balance was for this device. I think it was something like 1,000 something, but I'm gonna have to have a look. Yeah, so 1,152 was the price for the device alone, and so far I have paid off £752. So I currently have £400 left to pay. But at the end of March, closing out Q1, I actually closed out with £500 left to pay, which means in the last, how many days? In the last 8 days, I have actually paid off about £100. So the details of that, if I just go into this a little bit more, the details of this one, I have made some payments, and I'm gonna do a screenshot and share with you the payments so far. So let me screenshot this. Okay, so the first payment that I made in April was of £21.96. This is my minimum repayment. So like I said, for this device I am required to pay £30 a month, but because I have been paying extra, for every extra repayment I make, they readjust how much I have to pay monthly. So because I've been repaying extra for a long time now, it's now come down from being £30 to under £22. So that's what it's been. So I paid £21.96 at the beginning as the actual payment. Then I made what they call a partial settlement. So I made an extra repayment of £28.04 to round it up to £50, because you know I love me some whole numbers. So I did that, and then as of 2 days ago, as I was looking through my budget, I realized I could actually send an additional £50 to this to bring it to £400. So my goal, and I'll share this in more detail in my upcoming video on Thursday, but my goal for Q2 is to pay off debt. So for me, this is paying off my credit card that I have a balance on, paying off all my devices and all of that good jazz. And I think I have that documented in my legend planner here as my Q2 goals. Yes, so my Q2 is all about debt focus, so getting rid of the debt that I have on my Klarna, on Amex, paying off my devices with Vodafone, and I have got a big bill of about £4,000 to pay off my my bill that I have on a rental property, my second rental property. So yeah, so my Q2 is all about debt repayment and focusing on that, because there's so many changes that are happening in the second half of the year that I would like to be prepared for. And if I can get rid of these unnecessary expenditures, it will really help my budget a lot. So that's what I am doing. So the focus is trying to get this device and other devices paid off quickly, and that should be that. And then after that, we will then focus on the 100 envelope savings challenge, trying to save that 5,050. Speaking of the 100 envelope savings challenge, last week I ended at 266 pounds total saved. Obviously, as you saw in the account, there was 267 and some change because of the interest that this account earned me. So today I thought I make a transfer of about 34 pounds towards this. So yes, I can afford 34 pounds to bring my total saved to 300 pounds from this 5,050 that I have to save. But obviously, like I said, it's in a high yield savings account, so instead of being 300 pounds even, it's actually 301 pounds and 17 pence. So I am now 5% of the way there with respect to how much I have saved so far, which makes me really happy. So yeah, I think that is it, you guys. I don't think there's anything else that I want to cover. So I'm doing well with repaying of my mobile. I'm now at 400 pounds left. I am now at 300 pounds saved for my 100 envelope savings challenge. So yeah, I think this is all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video in a few days.